Have you ever wondered what makes successful people the way they are? Roger Federer winning 20 Grand Slams, one of the best tennis players ever, and Elon Musk building two huge empires, Tesla and SpaceX, dominating their respective fields.
So whatever definition of success that you have, I believe that the way you view the world is so important to that success, because your beliefs shape your actions. Whatever beliefs you hold, you're always going to act within those beliefs. And if you have the correct beliefs for your definition of success, it's going to make it a whole lot easier to achieve that. So although there are many contributors to people's success, by the end of this video, I'm going to show you the one principle that every successful person has used and how you and I can use that too for our own success, no matter the definition of success. Now look, although I'm nowhere near as successful as some of the people I mentioned in this video, I have achieved a good level of success with the piano, and achieving success in anything allows you to understand the principle that guides success. And I have used this in my own life, and I'll be very excited to share this with you by the end of the video. So there's an old saying that says, success leaves clues. And I believe this is so important to understand in, what drives these successful people and how they achieve their success too, because you can find patterns in successful people, whatever the success, and you can try and extrapolate from there what you can do to achieve your own success too. Now later on, I'm going to be explaining a pattern that comes up again and again with successful people, but talking about my last video, I talked about temporal bias, and this is a bias that all humans have, that we place a greater weighting on the rewards in the short term than the rewards in the long term, meaning that we're more drawn to rewards in the short term. Successful people understand that their actions now disproportionately affect their future, especially if you're young, under 30, let's say. Now, I want to give you guys an analogy for this. So think of your life as an archery range, and think of the younger you are, the further away you are from the target, and the older you are, the closer you are to the target. Now, if you're young and you're far away from the target, let's say that you're about to shoot the arrow and it's perfectly aimed to the bullseye, but let's say you move to the left a few degrees. Now, because you're further away from the target, that movement is going to affect your final shot so much more. You're going to completely miss the target if you're about 100 meters away, but if you're older, let's say you're right next to the target's here and you're right next to it, you move an inch, it's not going to make a difference. And this is what happens in life too. Whatever decisions you make when you're younger have a disproportionate effect on your life. If you're below the age of 30, I'd consider you young. So the decisions you make now have way greater weighting than the decision you make when you're 80. So this is something that successful people understand. They understand that now is the time that your decisions matter the most, because they're gonna have the greatest weighting on your long-term outcomes. And this is so important to understand. Your decisions matter more when you're young because they compound over time. So, if you're 15 years old, your decisions matter a lot more than if you're 80, and that just makes sense. And successful people understand that, and they also understand that your decisions compound over time. Check this graph out. You can see that as the years go on, the decisions compound into something huge. And the decisions that you made at the very beginning mattered even more, even though you didn't see the same results. You have to put the front up work without actually getting a reward at the start in order to be rewarded massively in the long term. So in my life, learning the piano wasn't just about getting good at the piano and playing a few fancy songs. That decision to play the piano allowed me to do so many other things with my life, like playing recitals, playing concerts, meet new people, make new friends, teach people. I mean, there's so many things that skill taught me and gave me, that the actions that I took compounded into other ways. It made me a better person and made me feel more confident. And this is the reason why the actions that you take are so important, especially if you're young and watching this. And successful people understand this, and they utilize this to the very most. They take actions every single day that are going to ensure that their future is as good as possible in 20 years, in 10 years, in 5 years time. They don't give in to procrastination, and they don't give in to instant gratification. Now look guys, I'm not perfect either. I mean, I procrastinate all the time. I fall trapped to instant gratification. I'm only human, just like all of you watching this, hopefully. The only thing we can do is try and overcome it and try and become better people in the process. Now think of any athlete that you know. Do you think when they started working out, do you think they made progress straight away? You know, do you think that they went to the gym twice and then they got absolutely massive, or they ran once and they got really fit? That's not how it works. But they understand that you have to put the work in front up. You have to hit the reps. You have to go for your runs for months and months and months, for some things even years, to get results. So understanding this information has allowed me to build new skills, gain confidence, get better at work, and take more action on the things that are important in my life, and resist procrastination and instant gratification to the best of my ability. And I'm still trying to improve on that. But I believe it's very important to dissect successful people and understand why they do things and how they think. And hopefully this can help you with your own life too. So I'd encourage you, what are the things that you need to do today to ensure that your future is as good as it could be? Let's say 5 years time. What one thing could you do today that could set you up very nicely for the future? Hope you enjoyed listening. Catch you guys another time. Bye-bye.